Hey folks, today's show is brought to you by the 2019 Call for Bargaining. The Call for Bargaining is dropping this Friday in FA member email boxes everywhere. The Call for Bargaining asks you to think about being on the bargaining team. Yeah, that's right, you. Don't look down, don't look around, I'm talking to you. Do you have what it takes to be on the bargaining team? Are you a heroic woman? Are you a tough guy? Do you consider administrators to be a light snack? Then consider being on the bargaining team. Each person will have the opportunity to respond to a questionnaire to see what's in you, and maybe if, unbeknownst to you, you are the kind of person that looks authority right in the eyes and doesn't blink. How about that, huh? Call for Bargaining 2019. Be an FA hero. Yeah. All right, let's do the show. Hello, FA members, union loyalists, good foot soldiers, fence sitters, administrators who bootlegged this podcast. How you doing? Yeah, people have asked me, are you worried that the admin might listen to this? Nah, not a bit. I wouldn't say anything on here that I wouldn't say directly to anyone's face if they asked. And I would never give away any big important secrets. You know, like how alien benefactors from the planet Crapulus bequeathed unto us advanced technology, enabling us to hold FPS in an iron grip of mind control and... Oh, did I say that out loud? Damn it. All right, from now on, no giving away FA secrets. Wow, second half of the fall semester already. A quarter of the way to bargaining. But I don't want to talk about bargaining today. I've got some other heavy thoughts on my mind. I've been thinking about the College of Business Administration. We need to show our peers over there some more love, folks. They are not corporate bastards hell-bent on destroying education as we know it. They are professors, okay, with students and journal articles and committees, just like everyone else. A lot of them feel like they're getting hated on, and a lot of the time it's more than a feeling. Union membership in CBA is high. We got some real boosters over there. Look, teaching in CBA does not define you as anti-union, anti-equity, or opposed to the principle of a liberal education. If you're a scientist and you feel that deeply, then you're not being scientific. Okay? If you're a social scientist doing that, then you're rejecting an entire set of constructed realities and framing a rigid, structural, functionalist, modernist, narrative, theoretical framework. If we're fighting each other, that's not fighting the good fight. Okay, what that's doing is that's making the admin and the board of trustees real happy that we're fighting each other instead of being unified. We're letting them use us as contractors in their long-term project of our destruction. Okay, now that sounds dramatic and it sounds like hyperbole, but look, the point stands, okay? If we're going to be together and we're going to be successful and we're going to get a fair contract, then we stand together, all right? Look, I know the university distributes resources in an inequitable manner. Everybody knows that, okay? But we can't go around saying, well, we're messed up. They should be messed up too. I know you're angry about that. I've been hearing it, okay? I've been on the listening tours, all right? I've been getting an earful about that. I get it. Being mad at each other is not as good a solution as remembering that it's not each other we're squaring off against, all right? It's the admin and it's the board of trustees. Okay, now let me talk about athletics. When we think of coaches in athletics, we think of the big revenue sports, football and basketball. We think of state-of-the-art spaces where we are not allowed and where the resource-to-student ratio is just insane. What we don't spend a lot of time thinking about is the vast majority of coaches over there who are not in the big revenue sports, the ones who can be and are in the FA. These people are teaching. They're not just standing in a field blowing whistles. You know, when I got out of my science bubble and started learning what it is that other kinds of faculty do, I was struck by some of the long hours and tough working conditions, like in music. I used to think being a music professor was a posh gig, you know, sitting around listening to Beethoven and sipping wine. But music faculty have long hours at nights and on weekends and well before the semester starts and long after it ends. The private lessons are intense, and they have to perform, and they have to drive all over the place. All right? Same with these coaches. Yes, the sports have seasons, But these people work long and hard outside of those seasons, all right? Coaches work closely with students. They are actually doing the hard work of helping them get a holistic education. They are teaching, okay? And those coaches outside of football and basketball, they are not making bank, all right? I have met those coaches. I worked with them this summer, helping them out with their bylaws. Well, Phil and Rob did most of the heavy lifting, but I got to know the coaches. They belong with us in the FA. We are stronger with them. Yes, their percentage of membership is lower than what we would like to see. That doesn't mean we cut them loose. That means we reach out across the abyss that is Broomfield. All right, but let's revisit this idea of who works hard on this campus. Lots of people. Let's start with the people who work in grad-only programs. You know, the ones who are teaching on evenings, weekends, and holidays. And how about English faculty? You know, the people who teach composition. The ones grading 1,400 papers a semester? Yeah, those folks are working hard too, not a cushed gig. In fact, let's give a shout out to everybody who's doing gen ed, who's in the trenches with the intro classes, doing their thing, and the people who are teaching upper division classes too in their major and trying to get something done on this campus. Hey, I think I'm making a point here. You know what the point is? We are all in this together. All right, we need to be together and stand together. Remember that no matter who you are and where you work, you are faculty. You are part of a brotherhood. You are part of a class of people who on this campus are capable of getting stuff done that nobody else can do. So show a little love, people. Show a little love to ourselves and to each other. Be rational, be rigorous, and be kind. All right, that's a wrap on that, and this podcast is just about over. All right, people, that's it. That's our show. Thank you for listening and listening to my rant and listening to my psychotic babble. And remember, folks, this episode is sponsored by the Call to Bargaining. Join the bargaining team for 2019, or at least fill out the damn survey and see what you think. All right? Okay. Stop listening to this and get back to work, because you're busy. You work hard, just like everybody else on this campus, all right? Yeah! FA lives!